son. People out there in TV land, this is the official DLC Guys podcast show. I am your host, Matt Bailey, along with my two equal but totes fresh co-hosts, Mr. Cody Barrett.
Yo, yo!
And Mr. Xander Todd.
What it do?
And we are coming at you live from the DF Dub for episode number 8, circa August 21st, 2017. Gentlemen, how we doing today?
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
I keep having a problem saying July. I guess I don't want July to be over.
July was a good month, right?
July is a magical month.
We're almost done with July. We're almost done with we're almost done with August.
Can't get it together.
It's the firecrackers.
Um
No good games came out in July, I don't think.
No.
Well, Splatoon.
But
you
before,
watch your mouth, son.
was that really good technically?
No, it was great.
Oh my God, this guy. No. We had a pretty big event that happened today with the solar eclipse. Just kind of want to talk about that. Anybody get to go outside and check that out?
I was disappointed.
Why were you disappointed?
Because they were talking about it's gonna be 75% coverage, and I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna get a little shade, and it was just like a blue tint, and I was so disappointed. I said I could have put on sunshades and got the same effect.
Well, I actually took a video and put it up on our YouTube page.
Maybe it's because
when
I
I was at
stared
lunch.
directly into the sun.
Yes, that would be disappointing
Yeah.
for sure.
So that makes sense why your car it's got millions of dents in there.
Yeah.
How did you get here?
A wing and a prayer.
But no, when I went outside on my lunch break from work today, I was just like, I was in awe. Like, it felt like, I don't know.
It felt weird though.
Yeah.
It did feel weird.
Yeah.
You've seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so you know
Who do you think I am?
so you know when they go to the other world and one character ceases to be that character and then he gets taken over by somebody else.
Yes.
That's what it felt like for me.
It did look like that shade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just standing outside. I'm like, this is so crazy. So I took a video when I was just driving, or I was at a stoplight, and you may not have been able to tell from the video, but it just looked like it was a regular day, but it wasn't. It was like the world had sunglasses on, like polarized sunglasses, and it was just so weird, but it was cool. I thought it was, even if I didn't get a chance to actually look up at the sun, I
should have drove up to Missouri.
I was in more awe from that. But I did hear that we're supposed to have another one in like 2024, which it would be full coverage.
Yes.
So you won't have to have insurance.
You're gonna need those glasses.
Full coverage.
That's what. Oh, I see. That
see where his hair
was
is?
clean, man. You've been working on that.
No. Yeah, a little bit.
How much did those glasses cost?
How much? How much is them glasses?
How much?
I saw them as high as like $30 and as
Yeah,
low
that's
as like
ridiculous.
4 or
It was
5.
for
Such a
2.5
scam.
minutes.
It was
Yeah.
I saw this dude on a Facebook group selling for $500. He even labeled them
my goodness.
invisible glasses. He took a picture of a tabletop with nothing on it. $500. Invisible.
I heard this guy talking
Here you
about
go.
his telescope in the store, talking to this other guy talking about the specs on his lens, how much he paid for it, like $700. Like he's gonna get a totally good view. I was like, you can watch it on YouTube.
Wow.
Like,
It's going to look better, too.
yes, way better.
Wow. Well, good times. So our main topic for today is we are actually gearing up for Gamescom. I mean, I like to say we're gearing up for it as if we were going, but we're not.
We had some games come out though.
Yeah, we did have a few games, a couple of games that came out. We had Madden NFL 2018 that just dropped. Well, it actually comes out tomorrow on the 22nd, which is Tuesday. I've heard some people play. I think some people have had early access to it, like
From
with
EA
EA access.
Yeah.
So
If
it
I think
came
when you
out.
pre-ordered it, you were able to get it 3 days free.
My brother said he didn't really like it. He plays Madden pretty much every year, so he said he really didn't like it. I don't necessarily trust him when it comes to, video games. But
I'm excited
I'll certainly try it out because it looks interesting.
This is the first year. What I'm excited about is this is the first year that they're using the Frostbite engine. So, I mean, the graphics look significantly better.
Frostbite is a really good engine because Battlefield 3 was in pretty much all the Battlefields were in Frostbite engine. And their graphics are just top tier, top notch.
I love the lighting in that engine.
Yeah. And they showed that. I saw some videos of the story mode where I think they're like in the combine, and the sun was peeking through the window.
Yeah.
And like the shade on the guy's face, and it looks really good. I'm gonna be getting Madden 18 this year.
I want to play it for the story mode, and I got a confession to make, fellas. I have never gone through. I've never gone through a full season of Madden.
You simulate?
No, I've never played it.
You just play like exhibition mostly?
Yeah. I've never done a season, never had the time or wanted to have the time to do a franchise. But I might with this one.
First thing I go to.
Might be the year to do it.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you can create a character, have them get drafted, go through the combine and do all that other stuff. Like I love combine season.
And they're bringing all that back for Madden 18. So remember, was it 07 when you could participate in the combine?
That was awesome. That was so cool.
I think they're bringing that back for Madden 18.
So that's a pretty good look. And then we also have Uncharted: The Lost Legacy coming out tomorrow as well.
Heck yes.
I'm still on the original Uncharted. Still haven't beat it yet. And
do you not want to play it, or
no? It's okay. just like it was with me and what's that game that I was talking? What's that game that I was talking about? What's that? What is the name of that game?
Just roll with it.
I can't think of the name. I guess we're gonna see how long it's gonna take me to remember this game.
6.5 hours later.
Well, why are you talking about it?
Is just on the tip of my head. Come on, I was just talking about it last episode, and you brought it up about how I was on all about this game 1 week.
Until Dawn?
Until Dawn.
Yes, that is it. Thank you, gentlemen. Until Dawn.
All right.
It reminds me of Until Dawn. And how I was really, really high on the game, but then I got to a place where I couldn't figure it out, and I just left it. Like, I deleted it last night because I needed more space to download another game or to do the update for, for the Division. So I did my update and I got rid of like 43 gigs when I really didn't need to. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Why?
To the Lost Legacy. It's just a great game. It's just Naughty Dog. Is it?
Yeah.
Naughty Dog.
They killed.
That's their big game for this year, right?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm saying for the PlayStation experience, I think in December.
Last of Us 2?
Yeah. Last of Us 2 is going to come out. Because they didn't announce it for E3 because they're saving it.
We should totes live stream that.
Definitely.
Yes.
We got to.
Totes.
PlayStation is notorious for not giving you nothing during E3.
Yeah.
And giving it all for PlayStation experience. Even though their E3 was still solid.
Yeah. I mean, they give you the games.
Yeah.
That's all they do. But so our main topic for today, as stated.
Wait. Sorry, before we segue on to something else. Speaking of games that have come out recently, I know we talked about it last week. We did put up some Sonic Mania gameplay.
Oh yeah, check that
We're
out.
putting up a playthrough series on there. The entire game eventually will be on there. Me playing through it, and a collector's edition unboxing is now live. Check that out. Oh, check! Come on, guys, get a little peek of this.
Sweetness.
Yeah, check that out on the YouTube channel. The YouTubes.
Yes, the YouTubes.
Sorry, Matt, you can have it back.
You can't find that sound anywhere else on the internet.
Nope,
Only here.
only here.
If you try to
DLC
find
guys.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's like the most overused.
Oh man, when my son was like 1, that was his favorite thing in the world.
That noise, the air
Yeah,
horn.
just walk around with my phone. Anywho, back to the topic of today. We were talking about Gamescom or Gamescom, and Gamescom starts tomorrow and runs through the 26th. Was that right?
August
24th.
August 22nd through 24th.
Yes.
22nd through 24th. So that is 3 days.
Yay!
3 days of awesome game content. So we had.
Debatable.
I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start it off on the PlayStation front. PlayStation kind of announced they gave like a teaser earlier today
On the Twitters.
on TwitFace. You know, because YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook all say that they were gonna, combine to make one giant social media conglomerate called TwitFace. So yeah, on the TwitFace, Sony tweeted out this tweet.
They tweeted out a tweet.
Yeah, they tweeted out this
tweeted a
teaser.
tweet.
I meant to say teaser, but I was close to saying tweezer. They tweeted out this teaser of something that under a red carpet, and they're going to unveil something. It looks like some sort of hardware type thing.
Yeah, it kind of looks tall and tower like.
Yeah.
Almost like a PC.
Yeah, it
I don't
does
know.
look like a
It's
PC.
weird.
Maybe that would
There's
be
no
interesting.
way. Their
No,
PS,
they're
their
not gonna do
PlayStation
that.
line's way too.
But what if they're saying that they're going to be releasing or they're going to be working with other?
Well,
other
let's get into
consoles
it. All
to
we
be-
can do
to
is
be able to do
speculate.
that.
Yeah.
All we can do is speculate. So let's hear it, Matt. What do you think?
They could be announcing that they're working with PC and other video game consoles for their games, like what Microsoft announced. Like with Minecraft and everything, how they were going to be cross-platform with the Switch. It could.
This is the
That
only
would
thing I
blow
would
my
say to
mind.
that, though. I would love to see it, but working with Windows, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
They're not going to do it.
Not gonna
Like,
do it.
Microsoft is not going to... Like, we can say that, Microsoft is working with Windows, but they're just the same company. So, it's only
It
natural
makes
that they
sense
work
to them.
together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like more so cross-platforming with games, saying that
I would love that.
Sony's coming to the table now. Because it's not a huge thing, even though it would be a big announcement. It wouldn't be something that they would need to keep as an exclusive until the Sony event in December. So I mean, I can see that, but I think my speculation of it personally, I think it could be some sort of new type of specific Sony hardware that hard drive that you can use specifically. Like Sony has, they could be coming out with, 1 gigabyte or 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, or up to 4 terabyte hard drives that you can now exclusively buy from Sony that will work. You can plug it in and it works just as seamless as the one that's built in.
Okay.
It'd be a good thing to tease and to show up somewhere, but it's not going to steal the thunder from your main show.
Okay.
Me, I really don't know what it is because I'm torn between like PlayStation usually announces big things in December with their PlayStation Experience type thing. They really don't even show up for Gamescom or Com. They usually don't even show up. They run a couple of game trailers and that's it. I think they're definitely trying to throw some hooks out there because the Scorpio, Xbox One X just came out, so they're trying to keep people guessing. It did look like some hardware. I just don't know what they would do. The PlayStation Pro is already out.
I think I know what it is.
What you think?
Go ahead.
Just
Tell 'em,
listening
son.
to you guys talk about and opening my mind to what it can't be.
Tell them, son.
I think under that red sheet that they draped over whatever the heck that thing is,
Silky.
I think it is a PC tower. And I don't think that they're making a PC, but I think that they're announcing some type of expansion to PlayStation Now They've already got PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation now for PC now. So what if they commit fully and they say all of our first party Sony games day one will be on PlayStation now for PC users, or maybe Steam. Or probably not Steam because they want to sell their service.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So if they put it on Steam, they don't get a cut. They don't get their royalties off of that.
Yeah, true that.
Well, I guess they do get as a publisher they would, but they don't want anybody else dipping into the funds. So, that makes sense to me. Maybe they're doing something on the PC front to open up their first party games because all the PC players right now, when it comes to console and mingling, it's Xbox One. Maybe they're like, this is probably the best thing that Microsoft has going for it. Going forward, is that they're intertwining with the PC community. So if Sony can get their foot in there by saying, let's say, a PS Now subscription on PC gets you unlimited access to 2 premium current Sony releases per month. Maybe that's what they do.
Yeah,
or I think it's something like that.
What would y'all want it to be? Is that what you want it to be?
I don't think they need a new console.
No, you don't need a new console.
They're definitely behind.
But they're Sony being the leader of this generation. They're not going to announce their new powerful next gen system like that. Yeah, they're not going to do it like that.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
No.
I don't know.
I would love for that to happen when nobody is thinking nobody's expecting it. I would love for them to be, oh well, this is what we have.
It's going to be next year, bro.
We got handheld that works in tangent with this new system or something like that.
Dude, like the Switch. Like the original PlayStation when they announced, like Sega had just been up on the was it E3? I can't remember, but the original. I don't know. It was probably something funky like Spacecom or something. I don't know, something weird back then. Mm-hmm. But Sega just got off. E3. They just got off the stage talking about their Saturn and how expensive it was, and Sony went up right behind them and were like, "The PlayStation is it's $300." And like mic dropped and walked off the stage. Like it was like that.
You know what? Sony has a record of doing that though. Like their biggest flop, not flop. It wasn't a flop because they still sold consoles. Their biggest flop was probably the pricing of the PS3 when it first came out. But they're always known to like throw a wrench into everybody's plan.
I remember that. I was working at Sears when the PlayStation 3 came out.
Yeah.
When it came out. And it was $499 for that console for what was it, 320 gigs?
Wasn't there a 6? No, it was like 60 gigs, dude.
Oh yeah, it was $599. Yeah, for 80 gigs. It was $599 for the Blu-ray player. Yeah, and it was huge.
You can run Linux on it.
And then what was it? This is like a month later. It was like, oh yeah, it's $399.
No, and here's the thing: nobody's ever paid $600 for a Linux PC.
No, never. No. Because you can take a garbage PC and make it into a wonderful running Linux.
Yeah, but I mean,
that was crazy.
I need to do that.
What I wanted to be as a fan of PlayStation, and we talked about this a little bit, I would like to see it like a portable, like a new portable, but it's not the right timing right now because the Nintendo Switch is killing, like on the portable front. But I hope that they don't give up on it.
Me too, because I really, 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 really want one.
It's like
I want a portable so bad.
Yeah,
get a Switch, man. It's the best portable ever made. Stop waiting on Sony to. Even if here's the thing: Sony has always made incredible handhelds. Like the Vita was awesome.
It was
awesome, man. The two sticks. Yeah. I mean, that thing was cool. But the Nintendo's got the handheld market down. Like the good portable games, 80% is going to go to Nintendo.
And while we're on that front about portable games,
I got to respond to that because he came at me strong. I got to come right back strong. You know what I'm saying? The listeners they thinking I'm a punk right now.
I could see it in your eyes while I was saying that.
I was like,
his eyes Cody welled up. You got a little teary.
All this Nintendo stuff behind you. I got my people.
Saw a little twitch.
I get it. Twitch, switch. But I know that the Switch is not that big, but for me right now, it's big. And carrying around all that stuff is not necessarily portable to me. Of course, I could get a carrying case, but then I would have to take a bag around to keep it in a case because that's just me.
It's way too big for your pocket. You're right.
Yeah. And so I would like something that's just like handheld that I can keep either in my back pocket out opposite my wallet and just take it out whenever I have a chance and just bam, game.
But here's the conundrum though. Like, how small is too small though? Because the gaming screen, that's the thing.
PS Vita is perfect size. I think you could increase.
But the joysticks are so like the buttons.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I think the actual design of that should have been tweaked. They should have made triggers. I mean, because you can buy a Moga Hero controller that's just a little bit thicker, but it's got clickable joysticks.
The Vita needs L2 and R2 triggers.
Yeah, I mean stuff like that. It's like I understand you're being innovative, but don't try and change the wheel. Be innovative in how you use that wheel, but don't try and redo it and change it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But that's just me.
You're wrong, but I feel you, one thing you can do with the Switch that I've noticed, I don't do it because I want the case with all my games and stuff, but I've seen some people say they actually detach the Joy-Cons, put those in one pocket, then put the console itself in the other one.
Yeah, I saw
it's a little too much work for me.
I saw a dude do that in the Parks Mall.
Yeah.
In the mall. Like, he just pulled it out while he was eating some Chick-fil-A and was playing.
Now, do y'all do that, or have you seen a lot of people just with Switches just out and about?
I haven't seen anybody really with Switches. It's hard to find.
That was the first guy I take that back because I was at the Highlands, and I saw some people playing it in the little park area.
I'm not a good example of somebody to really tell you if I've seen one out in the wild though, because I work from home and I don't leave the house much. So
I tell you what, though.
You're a little recluse.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
I tell you what, Microsoft and PlayStation, they need to catch up on the mobile front because the Nintendo Switch is working with EA now. And 2K, right? 2K is supposed to come out.
They've confirmed they're putting a version of 2K on it.
I hope it's not
it'll be missing something.
Yeah.
I think.
But you know what? You brought up something that I wanted to kind of bring up as well. It's not just Sony that I want to do handheld. I want Microsoft to do a handheld. I want to be able to choose. There's a game coming out on this Microsoft Xbox Mini or something like that. I want to be able to play Halo on a handheld.
So I got a question for you.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about handhelds. Nintendo has the 3DS, right?
Left.
And we would say that's like it's not a lesser experience, but it's not a full experience like the Nintendo Switch is, right? Are you wanting a full experience like handheld for Microsoft and PS4? Because the PS Vita was not a full experience.
If it's to me it doesn't really matter. For me, and that's just me. If you have your own ecosystem, I think on one front, I would like for it to be interchangeable. I would like for it to have the functionality that the Vita has, where you can connect to and use it in your house, in your home and stuff. And if you want to, you can use it if you have a good enough connection over long distances or whatever. But it basically has its own ecosystem. And then you have all these other competing similar consoles that all have their own separate ecosystem. So you kind of have like a tier underneath the main consoles. I think that's what I really want more than anything. I want the more competition from other people to bring more games and more experiences and then more innovation from the handhelds.
I think I'm spoiled now because I used to be like that, but after like seeing the Switch and stuff, like I want a full experience everywhere I go now.
Yeah.
Like I think they just changed the game, like because playing Vita, I played Madden on Vita when it first came out. That was not a full experience, you know. So
Right.
I want to see like I want full experience now. Like I want to be able to play Destiny in its full glory on a handheld.
I gotta say, Matt, I'm probably more excited about you getting a Switch later this year when Odyssey comes out than you are. Like I'm really excited for you to get that system and spend a week with it and realize like everything changes. Like when you just browse the store, I mean it. Like when you browse the store and you're looking at these little games you'd never consider on another system.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, but I mean like everything's different. Sometimes you want like a physical copy. On the Switch, it doesn't matter because you're like, well, I'm taking this thing with me. I'd much rather not have to juggle these cartridges. I want it digital.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you go through the shop and like all these old Neo Geo classic games. I've bought like 4 or 5 of them just on impulse buys. Those $7-8, and when they get the virtual console going, that's another thing.
That's
like,
a game changer too.
That's an emulator machine in your home on a dock, and it's a Game Boy that you take with you.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. I think you'll love it a lot more than you think you will when you get it. I'm excited to see.
I don't doubt that I would love it.
It's the perfect handheld, in my eyes. Perfect.
I would, but to the point that I made, I want to get you guys' take on, what if each console had their own ecosystem of handhelds? You know, how would you approach that? Would that be something that you would enjoy or like or what?
If it's a full experience, I would like it.
Only if it's a full experience.
Only if it's a full experience.
Microsoft has gone over every few years, like every time there's a new console generation. Microsoft is always asked that question, like, are you guys going to finally get into handheld gaming? And they've come out and said that they started to. They spent a lot of money on research and development and started getting into that, and ultimately pulled the plug. They just realized, Nintendo has the market on that, and they've said, like, hindsight, looking at things, years later, they made the right choice, and they'll never get into.
Yeah, it's too much. It's a lot of ground to cover.
Well, I mean, you've got your Xbox brand, but people really, they associate that with a really good online service. They associate it with, Halo, like these full experiences that are console. I don't know if that translates automatically. Like the people who have your home console, they're not going to just go, oh, well, Microsoft has a handheld now and go out and just get it. Because probably they've already got something going for their handheld.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know, that's my take.
I got you. Well, good convo, guys. Good convo. Real quick, I did want to get into Xbox One X announcement. I know that's going to be dropping soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cody, since you're so enthusiastic, why don't you talk about it, bruh? Shaka, bruh.
The One X, man. It's a funny name, Microsoft and their names. I'm excited for it. I don't have 500 to drop on a new console now. I don't feel like we've gotten enough out of this generation. I feel like there's been a lot of disappointments in home consoles this generation. I don't know. Hopefully Halo 6 comes to Xbox One and I don't have to upgrade my system to get a new Halo game. I feel like they're abandoning it a little soon. I know that they say they're going to continue to support the One S and the regular Xbox One, but we know how that works.
I'm glad you said that because I was starting to get aggravated with all the Xbox One fanboys because they're like, oh man, the Scorpio before we knew it was the One X. But everybody says PlayStation can't do it. Like, you look at the Xbox, Xbox One S, and now the Xbox One X. Like, they did 3 consoles.
And you also got to think, they're still, for all their first-party games, they're committed to simultaneous releases on PC.
Yeah.
They're spreading themselves real thin.
And what game, name me one game that's coming out before 2018 for the One X. Crackdown got delayed to next year.
Did it?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
Wow.
It got delayed to next year. So what are
What
we
do they
getting?
have for
Not
this
know
year?
that.
Sea of Thieves?
Halo Wars DLC.
Yeah. I mean,
Halo 3
Forza.
DLC.
That's it. Forza.
I love Forza, but
Yeah, but-
I've played like 4 of them on Xbox One now.
A racing game with 4K. I mean, racing games are already.
It's not selling systems. though.
No, it's not.
No, not at all.
So that's like the One X. I mean, it did go on pre-order Sunday. They announced it, and it's sold out. Like the pre-order. Of course, this is the Project Scorpio edition that sold out, and I was thinking about it. First of all, it's like you said, Cody. It's $500.
Nope.
What am I going to play on it?
Xbox One games.
The same game, and that's the thing, right? Like, why did they do that?
It's not necessary yet. In a couple of years, it makes sense, but
Now-
don't branch away from that brand. Don't call it the same thing. Plus,
Yeah.
Now I tell you what, I thought about this when it announced, and is this the time for Microsoft to go into VR? Because now they have the 6 teraflops and 12 gigabytes of DDR memory.
it's
and, you know,
super ready for VR.
yeah. So I'm not a big. You're more of a PC gamer than I am. Cody, does this stack up with PCs?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. In a lot of cases, it's above recommended specs for VR gaming.
Man, so they pumped
So-
out this like hardware.
It
this
is
beast.
super powerful. I mean, you're getting a lot of system for $500. Seriously, I mean, if you wanted to get a
Yeah.
computer, just a PC with that kind of specs,
Like $1,000.
it's $1,200
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Hopefully they
Yeah.
bring VR to. I mean, PlayStation needs some competition as far as consoles. I just like the competition. They'll push PlayStation to do better, but hopefully with all this raw specs and power that they bring a decent VR to the Xbox One X.
what do you think, Matt? Xbox One X, man. He's like,
I think Microsoft is they're trying to come back to the VR experience before it's dead, which it looks like it's going there pretty quickly. And I think they're trying to be the ones to save it with this hardware. It's just taken so long to get it out. Like, I've lost interest in it. I don't really care if there's not gonna be that drastic of a difference between the games that I play on if I have an Xbox One versus an Xbox One X, then it's not gonna make any sense for me to purchase it. If I don't have, and another thing, same thing that you were saying, Xander. If you don't have games that are coming out that are gonna be able to sustain me until more games come out like next year, then I'm not gonna get your system.
right?
And we saw that with when the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 first came out. A lot of people jumped to the games and exclusivities that PlayStation had,
Yeah.
and it was just like the games are better, or there's more games that I would play. And then Microsoft was like, hey, but we got all these exclusives, and like nobody's gonna play that.
I know they said they did this a lot during the presentation. And yes, you will be able to play your Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Like, I understand backwards compatibility should always be in the console. And it's cool, but we're not buying a 6 teraflop
Right.
machine to play Xbox games.
And I think this is to that point. This is what I actually just thought of, and why it's probably turning me off, because the system. Let's say I bought an Xbox One last year. The system that I bought a year old. You're basically telling me it's obsolete because you're having it as an afterthought rather than the new console being in addition to. We have Xbox. This is coming out on Xbox One, and for enhanced for enhanced stuff, the Xbox One X. If they were to sell it like that, I mean, I would be more apt to be like, okay, let me. It would entice me a little bit more to check out this better experience.
Isn't that what they're doing though? I mean, because they say that like all of your Xbox One games are going to work for. I mean, I understand that like there's not a lot of new stuff they've announced yet, but I don't really get the impression they're abandoning ship on the Xbox One ecosystem yet.
I think for me, I think it's more so the wording that they use whenever they say games. Like what you just like what Xander pointed out. Mm-hmm. And you're still gonna, yes, you can play this on Xbox One and your Xbox One.
That's not gonna sell it for you.
Yeah, right. You say for Xbox One and enhanced on Xbox One X. That to me
dampens it.
Yeah, that to me it gives me, okay, I'm enticed. Okay, I know this game is gonna come out. I don't have to worry about my console being obsolete, or in about a year or two, y'all stop making games for my console.
I guarantee during the holiday season, well, they're not going to have any games coming out during the holiday season. Next year, the ads are going to run, get a true 4K experience on the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Like, the first Xbox One that came out, I don't know, no disrespect, I just call it the VCR.
The Xbox 1.1?
Yeah. Like, they're going. I mean,
Xbox.
They're not going to even talk about that no more. Even the 1S, they're going to phase it out because they need to sell these consoles.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to abandon, like you said, Cody. Like, they're not going to abandon it, but everything, like, they're going to make you feel like you're behind. Like, in PlayStation is the same way, though. With the PlayStation Pro, Destiny has been... play Destiny on the PS4 Pro,
right?
Yeah.
For the true 4K experience.
Yeah. Grab the developer patch for enhanced textures or whatever.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Oh, they do have a game coming out, Xbox One X, Minecraft 4K.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yes.
Oh, 4K, huh?
Instead
when
of
you said that the main thing is like better textures, I'm like, it's Minecraft.
Yeah,
right. It's a game that doesn't necessarily have texture.
Right. Each block is like 64 pixels per side.
Right.
You can see the
grass.
grass.
Instead of 64 pixels, we've got 65.
I've got a question for you guys about this. It's a question. I'm also going to roll in my speculation into it. So I'm assuming what they're doing with Xbox One X, they're going to launch it this year, obviously. Next year, I think at E3, it's all going to be about HoloLens and their VR efforts.
Yeah.
Plus whatever games they're bringing to the table. What if Microsoft says, for your new Xbox One X, you can get a HoloLens headset. With your purchase of that system, you can get a HoloLens headset for $300. It's wireless and built in to this ecosystem, and the HoloLens is the ability to play any game in off-TV mode.
So you're talking about the original Xbox One. You said Xbox One S?
X for the X. If you buy one, let's just say
$300
pre-order.
HoloLens.
Pre-order. First day.
So, but my emphasis here is like, what if their huge marketing thing for that is like, because that seems like a very Microsoft thing to do, is to say that with that HoloLens, the software exists. You can play and keep your TV off, lay in your bed. It'll project an 80-inch on your ceiling, and
that right there.
That's dope.
That right there would entice me to buy it.
Yeah,
you could play all of your games plus the original from 2001 to now. All of your Xbox system games
with the HoloLens.
With HoloLens.
That right.
Pre-order.
That right there. Yes.
Yeah, I'm in it, dude.
That would entice me to buy it, because you're not just singling out that one specific hardware to that one specific thing.
Exactly.
But you're giving me more uses. So once I'm done with this game, I can move on and I can watch movies.
And that's VR's biggest problem, right? It's not VR isn't a service yet. Someone needs to make VR a service.
Yes.
They need to make it a integral part of the system. Like for PC, you've got really cool little bits of experiences in VR right now. But Microsoft has That HoloLens, man, it is. Its abilities are really going to shine.
So-
I mean, we've only seen tech demos right now, but if
Was-
they really bring that to market and it lives up to the promise, it's wireless, it's speedy, there's no lag.
Man, what kind of
We're talking about like a whole new generation of games.
what level of Bluetooth are we at right now?
That's probably Wi-Fi Direct, honestly.
Yeah, it gotta
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
And you gotta have some good Wi-Fi.
I'm excited, man. I think Microsoft's going to do something cool with HoloLens. I think that's the missing piece to the Xbox One X puzzle right now.
Yeah,
The One
and-
X is just they're going to ramp that up, release it. Next year's all about HoloLens and how your One X is the only way to experience HoloLens.
If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't see anything about HoloLens this E3, right?
No,
Right.
When was the last time we saw HoloLens?
16.
Did we say this?
I think we saw.
Is
I think they did like a follow-up Minecraft kind of thing there.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong.
might have
Maybe it was
been-
15.
Was it at Minecon?
I don't know. I'll have to check
I
on
want
it.
to. I want to say I remember seeing something like a little bit more development with Minecon.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
That would definitely entice me. Like I said, that would be a pre-order. I mean, especially at 300, I might even go out on a limb and say 399. I'll get it. I mean, if
Yeah.
because we talked about this in our VR episode, like who's gonna take that? I think you said it. Who's gonna take that next step?
It's Microsoft, dude.
Yeah.
That HoloLens. I'll tell you what's even cooler than that. Imagine this. Something they haven't even shown a tech demo of, but knowing the technology, it'd be easy for them to do. Imagine you're playing a game. Imagine you're playing a game with HoloLens. You're watching your TV because you can see through it. Remember, it's AR.
Yeah.
It's augmented reality.
Yes.
So you can see through the lens. You're watching your TV and playing your game, right? But you can maybe glance away from the screen and you've got a full-size map off to your left.
Wow. Yeah.
Or all of your heads-up display is now in your goggles
Wow.
or in your glasses, and you don't see any of that on the TV.
that would be
All
awesome.
of your heads-up is like right there.
That'd
be awesome.
That would be crazy.
Very, very cool.
You can split screen
That would be awesome, too.
with it too. Like it's unlimited possibilities.
It's like the Wii
And
U.
that, you know
As
what?
it should have been.
You know what? That would. I just thought about that. That could be amazing, especially if you go over to a friend's house. If we all had those. We all had our controllers playing on one console. We're all projecting each one of our own specific
Own, yeah.
That'd be
on
incredible.
multiplayer games. That would change the game.
Yeah.
Man, that would bring couch co-op back.
It really
it would.
It really
and
would.
like system links, or connect your controller to such and such to so many games.
Yeah,
Bring back the social aspect of gaming.
absolutely.
Please, Microsoft. Like,
Dude, I
Do
think they're
this.
on it. I think they're on it.
That'd
We're
be
gonna have to
sweet.
wait and see, but I think that's their big plan for next year.
my thing is, why did they jump out? So, is it to keep people? Like, why did they release the Scorpio? Well, Xbox One X.
It's HoloLens. It's all HoloLens. I guarantee it.
I hope
Because
they do it before
they
E3.
they started talking about HoloLens in the early days of Xbox One, and people are talking about this is not powerful enough. It's failing to run these games
Yeah.
at 1080p, and
At
the
60
PS4
frames per
is
second.
killing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like at that point Microsoft came to the realization if we're really going to do this VR thing,
We got to go all out.
we have to we have to introduce new hardware, and that's what they're doing. I think that's their strategy. We're going to see next year, but
Yeah.
I got a strong feeling that's the reason we haven't seen HoloLens get a release date.
Yeah,
But
We'll see.
who am I?
we shall see. Well, folks, we appreciate you listening. That's going to wrap us up for this week. If you want to hear more of the DLC guys, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at DLC Guys, and subscribe to us on YouTube, on our YouTube channel at DLC Guys as well. And that's DLC space Guys. Like us, we appreciate you listening, and we'll holler at you next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.